Lanes in the yak guys, girl, hit your knees and praise me when you see me. I'm a trap guy. Lay a tough nigga on the semen if he act hard.
Y'all you motherfuckers, stay tuned.
Stay tuned, man. I don't know if that's the sign of this shit finna end.
No.
Because this motherfucker been recording for 22 minutes. I think it's end. And that's a lot of editing. A lot of extra shit. And you got enough questions in that bitch to get some good scenes. Fuck wrong dog. Fuck dog on this bitch. That nigga be sitting on the computer all day. All day. You gotta watch it again. That's what I ain't gonna do. Sit there and just watch it. Like,
Alright, look, we gotta talk about Big 40, then we can wrap it up.
Right,
So,
we're gonna talk about
so how the fuck? Look, I kind of know the story, but I don't know like.
So what you done heard?
Look, from what I know, a nigga felt like he was gonna rob you for the 40, but that ain't how shit went down. And then I guess y'all had a shootout or whatever, and then the booth happened, and Big 40 happened.
Nah, that's not exactly how it happened.
So what happened?
I don't know, man. It was the end of the night. You feel me? Somebody called me for weed. I'm like, alright, I'll be there. But I had other plays, so I circled around and got everybody who been shopping. Then, at the end of the day, when I ain't got no more calls, I go back through and see who I missed. You feel me?
Hold on. Before anything, I told this nigga all money ain't good money. In certain places you just don't pull up to, man, after look, 10.
I pull up
Springs, like you gotta be on alert when you just going in them places. If you going in them places, you better be strapping.
Man, look.
Also, like, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck what you talking about, nigga. At the time, I didn't have no pistol. I didn't have nothing for you to take. I had like 3 grams on me, bro, when a nigga tried that shit. And this was crazy. I knew it was finna happen. And that's what was crazy. I knew it was finna happen. So I'm like, let's see how this play out.
This nigga said I knew.
I'm telling you, I knew this was finna happen, bro. I felt it. Like, oh yeah, these niggas trying to get me. I'm like, Pinewood, because this is the second time a nigga tried to rob me in Pinewood. That was the second time, bro. So I'm like, damn, let's go in this bitch. So I go in, pull to the second lot, and I pull backwards so I can see who coming. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I had my little bitch with me at the time. So she in there. She don't know that what was finna happen, but I'm knowing what's finna happen. So it's 2 niggas walking to the whip. So they come to the whip. So one of them niggas standing outside. The other one gets in the whip with his feet hanging out, with his hand in his pocket and a hoodie on. So I'm like, oh yeah, this nigga trying to rob me. So now I'm like, what he waiting on? Like, cause you not finna get nothing. So come on and try to do what you finna do. He's sitting there looking shook. Like, I pull out the little, I only had like 3-4 grams. I pull out like, so what you want, bro? He ain't saying nothing. So I'm like, oh, he gotta see the bag. So I grab him, like, look at him, like, here go the weed, bro. What you want? Next thing you know, dog put the gun to the back of my head, like right here, like, don't move. As he doing that, I'm already ready for him to pull that bitch out. So, give me this. I snatched that bitch from behind me. Like, I just grabbed that bitch. Just fuck it. Just give me this bitch. Dog took off. All you hear is feet. This got little. I done hopped out the whip. Like, dropped the clip out that bitch. Like, man, what the fuck? Y'all nigga trying to rob me. And this another nigga standing there with $10 in his hand with his hands like this. Like, damn, bro, I just want some weed. I'm sitting here like, you want some weed? My dumb ass, my first thought is, fucking, let me serve this nigga. I'm like, wait, I'm not finna serve this nigga. Y'all niggas just trying to rob me. Then give me this 10, nigga, put that shit in my pocket. Get the fuck out, bro. Go ahead on, bro. Take off. My bitch snapping on dog, cause she knew dog. She's like, nigga, you down? I'm like, oh. Alright, fuck, we out then. Before I pulled off, though, before I pulled off, I took a picture of that bitch, like, Big 40. Like, damn. Whole time it was a setup though, man. Dog who did it, it's a whole conspiracy behind that shit, bro. But you know,
this nigga what it is. Conspiracy.
I'm just saying, bro, I knew it was a movie when niggas got to calling me. Them niggas got to calling me for like 2 weeks straight trying to get this gun back. I'm talking about all the time. They call all different people calling, different voices, all threats, and man, I said, oh, you know, fuck it, yeah, blue.
And look though, it's as funny as he was like all those snaps, big 40. So I'm like, that shit funny as hell. That shit sound like a hook. I'm like, you might as well go record that shit.
Say fuck it, yeah.
So we ended up, well, that was when Lil Yachty and Famous Dexter first came out, and we ended up buying the beat from Polo Boy Shorty nigga, and then we ended up putting that shit out. But that shit was so funny. I ain't think the shit was that serious. You know what I'm saying? Until some later shit cracked off, and I'm like, oh, these niggas ain't playing. Cause like
That's crazy. When I got to that shoot, I was trying to hit that nigga. I'm busting that bitch. That bitch hitting all grass. Flake. I'm like, oh, I ain't never had that. That's a big ass 40. That bitch. I'm trying to dump this nigga with one hand. Like, that bitch, all you see is grass. Flake, all the way up, bro. I'm like, man, damn. I need to do some targets practice or shooting or something, you feel me? That's the thing. All my guns, I ain't never shoot them bitches. Because I said, only time I use these bitches, if I gotta use this bitch. You feel me? So I ain't never just be in the air shooting that bitch. I'm not finna waste bullets doing that dumbass shit.
Said,
if I'm finna shoot this bitch, I'm shooting it at you. You feel me? Well, I need to practice because that bitch was floom. I said, oh, I'm thinking I'm finna hit his ass. Straight past 2 doors, running straight up.
Lanes in the yak guys, girl. Hit your knees and praise me when you see me. I'm a trap guy. I lay it tough.